Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was far from a household name. So now, with his quick ascent to the national stage, the question on everyone's mind is, who is he? Well, first, Walz is a former history teacher who coached high school football. He was also faculty advisor to the Student Gay-Straight Alliance way back in the 90s. He almost exclusively sits in the passenger seat, even in official government vehicles, because he struggles with car sickness if he's in the back. And you can often catch him driving his 1979 International Harvester Scout en route with his rescue dog to the local dog park. Plus, in true Midwestern fashion, he has his very own special hot dish recipe that includes brats, cream of mushroom soup, and tater tots. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has more on his life and career.
A working-class politician from a rural background, Minnesota's Tim Walz is known for not pulling punches.
This is not about the Second Amendment. This is about the safety of our children and our communities.
A self-described white dude for Kamala Harris, the popular governor will now run alongside the nation's first woman of color atop a major party's ticket. Walz grew up in small-town Nebraska and joined the National Guard as a teenager. He'd serve in the National Guard for more than 2 decades, eventually becoming a school teacher. After moving to Minnesota, he volunteered for John Kerry's presidential campaign, and in an upset, he was elected to Congress in 2006. Walz served in Washington for the next 12 years, establishing himself as a moderate Democrat. Then he ran for governor in 2018, winning in a landslide.
The process of how we as a state and how we as a nation respond to these things is really important.
2020 would bring defining moments, the COVID pandemic and the killing of George Floyd, which triggered riots and criticism from Republicans over why it took Walz 3 days to call in the National Guard.
Decisions were made in a situation that is what it is, and I simply believe that we tried to do the best we can.
Walz's critics also point to a state audit report that found major failures by Minnesota's education department during the pandemic, allowing rampant misuse of a federal program meant to feed children.
If you commit fraud in Minnesota, you are going to be caught and you are going to go to prison.
Still, Walz has long had strong union support. The president of the United Auto Workers says he was among his top choices for VP.
I had an opponent who thought this was a real zinger when we were going at it. He said, Governor Walz is in the pocket of organized labor. And I said, that is a damn lie. I am the pocket.
Walz is also seen as an attack dog, not shy about going after former President Trump or his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance.
Well, it's true. These guys are just weird. And it's, you know, they're running for He-Man Women Haters Club or something.
Now, the plain-spoken 60-year-old governor from the Midwest is set to join a historic national ticket. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News.